Hello flower family, welcome back to the channel. My name is Pam and I am the artist behind Artfully Ozdemore Co. When I started my artistic journey in texture paints about 1.5 years ago, I really didn't have a clear understanding of heavy texture gel mediums. So hopefully by the end of this video, you'll gain just a little bit of knowledge of heavy texture gel mediums, how to incorporate color using acrylic paint to get the custom look that you want for your own art, and some supplies and tools that I recommend when I create my own textured art. So let's get started. Today I'm going to introduce to you 2 different brands of heavy textured gel mediums that I've tried and have had success with. Now there are several out there, so if you have any other suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. If you are someone that's looking to add some texture to your artwork, maybe some sculptural qualities or dimensionality to the surface, then I think these gel mediums are the way to go. The first gel medium that I'm going to introduce today is one by Gaffrey Art Material. I really enjoy this medium. It was the first one that got me started on my texture journey. It comes in different sizes. This one is a 16 ounce. They also have a 32, and they go all the way with some of them as big as 5 gallons. If you are someone that does not want to add acrylic paint to the clear heavy gel to customize your own colors, then Gaffrey makes their own colored heavy textured paint. When I'm ready to use this paint, all I do is take some scissors and I snip the corner, and then I disperse that onto my painting palette or any surface that I'm using. When I'm done with that, I can take a binder clip and close that in place. Gaffrey offers these cute little clips. You can use a chip clip or whatever you have at home. Some artists even just let the paint dry. It acts as a plug, and when they're ready, they just pull that out and then they're good to go. So there's lots of options. The next gel medium that we're going to talk about today is Golden's High Solid Gel. Now this is a matte. And at the time of this video, Gaffrey does not offer their clear mediums in matte, only gloss. So my go-to is Golden. These tubs come in a variety of different sizes to suit your needs. Now this is a very large one, but they go as small as 8 ounce. There are also a wide variety of different textured mediums. They go from soft to a heavy to an extra heavy, all the way up to a high solid, which I believe is their thickest gel medium. Unfortunately, Golden does not offer their gel mediums in a color, so you will have to customize your medium by adding the acrylic paint color of your choice. There are several different brands and types of acrylic paint, but these are the ones that have worked for me in regards to the gel mediums we just talked about. I prefer to use acrylic paint that is heavy bodied because I feel like that works well with the gel mediums. However, Liquitex, they sell their heavy bodied acrylic and also sell a basics, which is probably more of a mid viscosity and so not as thick as their heavy bodied, and I've had success with this as well. One thing to keep in mind when you're mixing your acrylic paint into your gel mediums is to think about the opacity. In this Indian yellow that I have from Gaffrey, it's semi-transparent. So when I mix that in with my clear medium, I need to think about if that's going to affect the art that I create. For instance, in this sunflower that I previously piped, some of the petals overlap, making it a little more opaque. However, there is a little bit of the petals here by the center of the flower that are a little thinner and show off that semi-transparency. If that's something that you don't like, a suggestion would be to add just a little bit of white to help keep that more opaque. It might change the color a little bit, but that will take care of the transparency. Even though Liquitex Basics is not a heavy bodied paint, I'm going to go ahead and mix this in with the gloss from Gaffrey and the matte from Golden. Okay, so you can see it even creates these nice peaks in the tub and on this lid. I like to use a squeegee of some sort to help get as much of the medium out of the bag as possible. The great thing about having these gel mediums is that you don't need a lot of acrylic color, about 10 to 25%, and I just eyeball it. The Golden High Solid Gel does have a little softer feel to it, and not sure if that's because it's matte or just the type of ingredients they put in their medium. I'm going to put just a little more of the medium into what I've already created to see if that changes the feel of it. Sometimes it's really hard when you're eyeballing, so I'm just kind of guessing. If I need to add more, I just add more. It feels a little better, but still has a softer feel to it. It still creates lots of great peaks though. I usually take some paper and swatch my gel mediums and the acrylic paint color that I use. I like to use Tupperware containers to help everything stay airtight. In goes Gaffrey gloss. I like to use an old t-shirt that's been cut up to clean any paint. The great thing about a glass surface to mix on is that it's easy to clean. I purchased this on Amazon, and you really don't need an artist palette. If you purchase something like a glass cutting board that is smooth and not textured, I think that would work great too. This razor blade, as you can see, is well loved. I have a bowl of water off to the side that I put my palette knives in. This way they soak and then they're easy to clean afterwards. These are some supplies that I use that I've collected over the years. These are traditional artist palette knives, and these are just kitchen tools. The great thing about creating is you can do whatever fits your needs. Please don't feel like you have to buy a certain type of supply to do a certain type of art. Out of both of these, this is the one that I use and enjoy using the most. If you're curious on the list of supplies that I use for my textured art, I do have an Amazon storefront. It'll be linked below. I am an associate, so I do receive a small commission for any of those qualifying purchases. And if you do decide to use those links, thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Here are the paints again that have been mixed. I went ahead and swatched those. Here is the acrylic paint color, and on the left side is the gel medium mixed with the acrylic paint color. This is a very simple approach, and I know there's other ways to do this, but this is what works for me. I do take some tape and I tape this to the container, and this sits on the shelf and I use it whenever I need it. I like having both side by side. This way I can see what it looks like out of the tube and then what it looks like mixed with the medium. Because the acrylic color mixes with the medium, it does change the color a bit, and so having that swatch once it dries is nice. This way there's no surprises. You can see how it's already starting to dry on the edges just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and let these dry, and then I'm going to come back and show you the results. The gel mediums have dried. We're going to take a look at what they look like. I have the Gaffrey gloss. Then we have the golden matte. This is what they look like side by side. The Gaffrey has more of a transparency to it, I think because I added such a thin layer onto the paper. So I created another swatch card with thicker paint applied. So those are the results of the gel mediums, both in the golden matte and the Gaffrey gloss. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found this helpful and inspired you to create your own textured art. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more creative content. Your support really helps the channel grow. Until next time, have fun exploring and let your creativity bloom. Every time there's something that I don't like, but it's like at some point you just gotta let it go. I really didn't have an oh my goodness, why? Even though Liquid Text Basic is basics. Oh my goodness. The hubs even helped me get it off beforehand. I really didn't have a clear understanding of textured mediums. Nope. Me, 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 me. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to, please, oh please, please. I hope you found this helpful and inspired. Oh my gosh, why is this so hard? Your support really helps the channel grow. And until next time, until. Okay, if I don't have it in those takes, it's done. You're sweet. Thanks, babe.